Well, you had two rushing touchdowns tonight. I think every time you ran the ball, it was a really good play. What was it like getting to use your legs a little bit more in this game, and how important do you think it was for your success, for your guys' success on offense?
It was obviously extremely important just to get some of those plays that move the chains. The first few touchdowns, they were just great play calls, and we had them kind of outnumbered. And I even missed a few runs. I wish I could have had back. Missed a few reads. I think I could have had even more explosive plays. There was one third down that I didn't get, and that one was for a second down. I didn't go get the first down. And that was frustrating, but just continue to work and continue to have my running capability as a threat.
Question from Jordan Hill.
Oh, you guys had 28 points in that first half. Just what did you feel like was working for you guys?
Well, we came out and ran the ball well. We got some good sets, gotten some good plays, kind of what we just a few plays that we could run, and then at the line of scrimmage, I kind of direct them and get the play going. So we just based off of the defensive look, and I think that was important for us to just get some numbers out on the perimeter or just outnumber them to one side, and we were able to just block them up and run the ball well early. And then we had some big plays, and then for some reason in the second half we just couldn't get going, couldn't get the ball in the end zone.
Question from Jason Caldwell.
Well, I guess first quarter especially, Tank was able to kind of get rolling a little bit. Did you feel like that was the best rhythm you guys have been in as a running game, maybe since early in the season?
Yeah, in the first quarter or in the first half for sure. And then that's usually what happens with Tank when he gets going early. He's kind of like that for the rest of the game. And so he when we do have a chance to get him going, that's important for our success, because then later in the game he's already ready to go and he's in his own rhythm, and he just helps us running the ball.
We'll go to Nathan King.
Well, how important is it to have the kind of protection you've had over the past couple games, and just how much more comfortable are you right now pushing the ball downfield as opposed to earlier in the season?
Well, it's huge. Our guys are doing a good job. I think the main thing is we're getting protections right. We're not having just free rushers coming through, and we're just doing a good job of seeing things and sorting it out and going and getting a hat on a hat. And then our guys are good enough to just block them when they're pressuring. I think especially today we picked up some pressures that was good to see, and then our guys just won their one-on-ones.
Okay. WBMA.
Yeah, Bo, what kind of statement did this win make, and how cool was it to celebrate with the fans out there?
It was a huge statement game. Beating a top 10 team at home, there's just nothing like it. I think in one interview I just had, they said it was like the second top 10 win we've had. And so that's just good for the program. It's good for where we're going. And it's just obviously the next game mentality. So we just got to celebrate tonight and then put this one behind us tomorrow and go to work again.
Question from Nubias Wilborn.
Hey, Bo, thanks for the time. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
When did Jacoby said that he saw it early with Tank, that he was going to have a good game. When did you realize that Tank might have been on something today? And thanks for the time.
Well, Tank's that guy that, he's going to be consistent. So if he gets his opportunities, when he gets his chances, and over, I think the main thing with him is he just got a lot of carries tonight. So that helped him get in the feel of the game and just continue to go back to him and run downhill and run right at those guys. And he just did a good job of being a one-cut runner tonight, taking a one cut and going straight. Physical runner, and like he always does, he just breaks tackles and he's hard to tackle. So he did that well early. It started in the first drive. So when he got his few carries and he ran the ball well, we kind of created some holes up front, created some running lanes, and he just did his best to run through those.
Okay. Question from Blake Topmeyer.
Yeah, Bo, going back to that Georgia State game, how were you able to personally move past that, kind of flush it and move on? And what did it mean to you that Coach Parson stuck with you as QB1 after that game?
Well, there's just a lot of things that we could learn from, or I could learn from that game. Just went back to be myself at the end of the day. Just not be as focused on making the perfect play for the scheme and being just like a fundamental program guy, just like whatever they asked of me, just doing it right. I just had to go back to plan and didn't need to be a system guy and just didn't have to control the game. I could go out there and kind of take over the game, if you will. But I just think since then, since the LSU game, just got my confidence back and just playing with kind of just an edge to me that I've always been able to play with. And just the past few games, I've just played with that mindset, just cut it loose, got nothing to lose. Don't know what else is going to happen. Tomorrow's not promised. So just go out there and cut it loose and have some fun.
We'll finish up. We got 3 still in the chat. We'll finish with Bo on those. Tom Green.
Oh, kind of just going off that, how do you feel like you've progressed in this offense, especially this last month? Feels like you're playing some of the best football of your career so far.
Yeah, it's been good. I think the main thing really in the past, I guess, 4 games now, since that game, our coaches have put us in a great situation, great game plan, and they've just really put the ball in our playmakers' hands and have just kind of found ways for us to execute, found ways for us to get some cheap yards and just move the chains. And it feels like this year we're doing a good job of being dynamic and just being able to do some different things, which is helping us on third down, especially, which is helping us to stay on the field. And so we're just having some chunk plays, and that's important.
Jason Caldwell.
You guys get the ball back late in the game and are able to drive it and get some first downs, do those things. You did the same thing against Arkansas. How important is that from a confidence standpoint that once again you guys were able to kind of run it out when you got a chance?
It's huge. And everybody in the stadium knows you're running the ball. Everybody kind of knows who the ball is going to go to. It's Tank or one of our running backs. And so, which was why it adds another great element when I can get a carry or 2 just to kind of keep them honest and keep them on their toes. But our guys just did a good job of executing the play. And we did a good job of running various different plays to kind of scheme them up. And we just got first downs when we had to.
Last one will be from Justin Ferguson.
Bo, I think at Arkansas, you completed passes to 11 different guys. Tonight, it was 10. I mean, how much more fun is it for you in an offense where anybody can get involved and anybody can be on the receiving end of a ball from you?
Well, I think it's tougher from a defensive point of view to guard that. If you got a top 1 or 2 guys that can kind of focus in on them, but here you don't know who's getting the ball, so we can have a shot play for about 4 different guys and nobody really knows it. It looks like the same, either formation or personnel, whatever. So I think it's good for our offense because nobody's locked in on one guy. Obviously, they're locked in on Tank and those running backs because they're just executing at such a high level, and there's very talented, run the ball well. So at receiver, they're just stepping up and making big plays, and they've just kind of answered the challenge as of late of just being dependable and being consistent, and they've been doing that at practice, and they've really taken upon themselves to be playmakers, and then tight ends are included in that. So it's exciting to get everybody the ball because it gets them in the game, it gets them kind of going, and it just it's a fun atmosphere for everybody.
Tank, I know you hadn't had as many yards in these last few games. What was different about tonight, and did you have a feeling that you could have had a big game heading into it?
Ole Miss defense, they be on in the 3-down front. So, we practice hard all week, run game. So I came in the game knowing that we was going to run the ball. And I knew I had a task to complete. So, that was the biggest thing for me, coming in the game, running downhill, running hard. Just trying to get back to the basic things and stuff like that.
Go to Jordan Hill.
Tank, tell me about your rushing touchdown when you went over the top. Just what did you see on that play, and how did it feel to get back in the end zone?
It felt great. Before the play even started in my head, I said, I got to get in. So I tried to do whatever it took to get in, and I see that my lineman was down. So I just jumped over them, and, and the rest was the rest.
Bennett Durando.
Hey, Tank. First of all, how important was it just for you to be able to have some of those big runs in the first quarter in terms of just setting the tone for that game? And it seems like when you're sort of plowing through guys, it's almost like running with sort of a fury. I don't know what's going through your mind just as you bulldoze defenders.
So coming into the game, coach was just telling us this game gonna come down to the running back room, and we all put in our head that it's gonna come down to us. So we just ran hard, and running the ball, I just run, and that's what I always done, and tonight I feel like coach let me get in the flow of things and get rolling. And so, you know, I in my head I had that we can't lose this game. So I did whatever to do for my team for we can win the game.
Question from Nubias Wilburn.
To kind of what's up, man? By the way, Dan, thanks for the time. Follow up on Bennett's question. He's asked you about the touchdown. Like when you're in the air like that, like what are you feeling? What are you thinking? And then when you actually land and you realize that you did get in, 'cause I mean, you had to go a pretty long way on that one. And thanks again, bro.
You know, when I jumped, I said, "Oh yeah, it's a touchdown," because I seen how low they was. So it was a great feeling, and I'm kind of glad I did that because I always want to do something like that. But it was a perfect time to do it and the perfect moment to do it because all the guys was low and with nobody high, so I had a perfect opportunity to jump over them.
Wait, so you're saying you had never like leapt for a touchdown like that before? At least not in college?
Not in college.
Okay, when's the last time? Do you remember?
Probably like junior year in high school.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Question from Justin Ferguson.
Tank, you guys had a hard time, scoring in the second half, but you get the ball late and you had an opportunity to seal the game running the ball. What did that do for the confidence of the offense that you guys were able to kind of salt it away there late?
So, coming in, we couldn't get nothing going. We they just give our offensive line so much confidence when they know we running the ball, and they fire them guys up, and they be so excited. So, knowing we had to finish the run the ball, they were excited. They was willing to do anything to get a first down through the last couple of drives.
Question from Tom Green.
And kind of going off that, when the offense is struggling as it did for part of the second half there, how much confidence does it give you guys just knowing that the defense was able to keep stepping up and hold them to just a field goal in the second half?
Yeah. The team, as a team, defense hyped the offense up and the offense hyped the defense up, and I feel like our defense had our back tonight, and we knew we had to get it together and try to do something, and so we talked to each other in the huddle and said we got to get down this field and make something happen. And that's what we did. And we just kept our head down and kept running physical and trying to win the game.